Coming past the 8th pole, it's Ruffian in front by 7 lengths. Something Regal on the outside, second point in time. The other's now far back as Ruffian draws away to lead by 9. It's Ruffian in front and going easily.
Hello, it's Bob Pandolfo, and it's Monday, March 11th, 2024, and I'm going to show you some things about two of my systems. I'm going to go over the Saturday card from Tampa Bay, which was a couple days ago, March 9th, and we'll start with race number 1. This was a really good card. Now, this was Tampa Bay Derby Day. So the first race, you could see that a horse won. It was a two-turn race, $8,000 claimer. Horse won, paid $77.80. Crabby. So first, we'll look at Power Pace. And Power Pace, I normally kind of go through all three. I don't really have a particular way of ranking them. I always start with speed, and I'll show you how I rank both of these systems. So on speed, Crabby, was right on the bottom, but ESR, as I've told many people, ESR is very good long shot rating. It's an early speed rating that I developed. Similar to Kieran speed points. Now here's the Kieran speed points here. You can see there's a 6 and there's a 6 here. So he was ranked first on those, but my ESR is a more detailed number. It's much better, actually, early speed number. And you can see that, Crabby clearly has the top ESR. That's actually a pretty big advantage over the 8 horse. And then I have an adjusted pace figure on Power Pace. I call it AE2, which is simply adjusted E2, which is E2 is the second call. And you can see that Crabby also has the best adjusted rating. So he's got, out of the 4 ratings that have to do with early, late speed, and final time, he has 2 of the best ratings. On Formula Pro, he's ranked 4th in class and 4th on form, 4th on pace. But this is, obviously, if you see a horse that has ranked in a couple of long shot categories, and especially the CSR, he's ranked first. Somebody could have taken a shot on this horse, paid $77.80. So what happened was he stretched out from sprints and he shook loose on the lead, as you can see, went all the way. So now we go to the second race. This is a 7 furlong sprint. So we'll go to Power Pace, race number 2, and it picks the 136 when you rank on speed. Hercules is the horse that won, paid $11.40, and you go over to Formula Pro. Now Formula Pro sprints I rank on pace. Anything over 7 furlongs I rank on stamina. 7.5 furlongs is kind of tricky. Even at 7 furlongs, you're going to get some horses that are going to win who are ranked first on ability and stamina as opposed to pace. But it's a sprint, so I rank it on pace. Hercules here, as you can see, was ranked first on ability, first on stamina. And he won and paid $11.40. So on Power Pace, you can see that he has a very strong late kick, 123. He's ranked second on speed, and he paid $11.40. So, if you're using these systems, this was an easy horse to include in your doubles or pick threes or whatever you're playing. Go to the third race. Snow Name start out with Power Pace, rank on speed. Snow Name is, now this is interesting too. D Flash is the top speed horse as far as the speed figures, but if you look at the ESR speed early speed rating, Snow Name is ranked first, and he has a very strong adjusted pace call of 99. And then on Formula Pro, rank on pace, and Snow Name is ranked first. And he's ranked first on fraction, which is a very good long shot rating, especially for sprints. And you can see that he won and paid $10. And the exacta here, let's see, on race Snow Name, the horse that finished second was tied with for number one. Let's see, Mellifluous. Let's see, the 5 horse. Does Mellifluous have a call here at all? Not there. And then yeah, he was ranked first on class. So I don't know if you could add the exact or not, but Snow Name ranked on top on Formula Pro and paid him $10. So far you could see that you're using both of these systems. You could have been right there in the first 3 races, and you know the pick 3 paid $876 for 50 cents. Then you go to the 4th race. Very Practical was the horse that won, and over here kind of looks even on Power Pace. And then we go to Formula Pro, and Very Practical kind of ranked 2nd, 3rd, and you know nothing really fantastic in that race. The 6-3 Exactor here, it paid $40.80, and here you can see it rated 563 on Formula Pro, so not bad. Then we go to race number 5. Now this is the first turf race of the day, and now this horse the system couldn't have had because it was shipping in from France. So, you know, what you're going to see in a race like this is, here's the one horse. You can see he has no ratings on Power Pace. Formula Pro, I designed it a little bit differently so it would give me ratings even when horses shipping in from another country like that. But here you can see that he's ranked first on race distance. Ali Mara, or she's ranked first on race distance. So couldn't really have that race. Horse never raced in this country. We go to a stakes race, and this is the 6th race of the day, and the horse is Skippy Locking. Now this is interesting. I want to show you something, and this is something about Power Pace that's really unique. Power Pace is really good. I mean, as I showed you, it can spot long shots. I showed you how that, you know, that $77 horse in the first race was ranked first in 2 of the categories, AE2 and ESR. And ESR is a very good long shot category. But Power Pace is very good at spotting really strong favorites that look like really hard to beat. Here you can see Skippy Locking. And this is because I have the way I built the algorithms in Power Pace, I wanted to exaggerate ability. So I don't want to go into a long, detailed explanation of how I did this, but this is what I wanted. If a horse had like sharp acceleration at various points in the race, I wanted it to really show. And as you can see, this horse has a huge, adjusted pace rating, a huge late rating, and then he has 105 speed figure, Skippy Locking, and won and paid $340. Now on Formula Pro, I didn't put those kind of algorithms. It's a different type of system. And it picked him first on ability, second on stamina, first on class. So, first on average speed. So I mean, he looked pretty good on Formula Pro, which you can see that on Power Pace, he looked like a lock. Which is, and that's because of the way I designed that. So I like that. I like that. If a favorite looks really good, I want to know. So then we go to the 7th race. Horse that won is Full Nelson. So Full Nelson over here had 116 late rating. Now this is a turf race, and this was the top late kick rating by 7 points. Now you can see 2 Ghost here has a 141, but this horse has never raced on turf. That's why he has a 0 speed. But late speed is very important in turf races. And Full Nelson, as you can see, has that 116. And then you go over here to Formula Pro, Full Nelson at 10-1, right on top, ranking him on stamina, which is what I do for route races. But he's also first in jockey trainer, first on race distance, first on form. And as you can see, Full Nelson paid $9.80 in the 7th race. So it picked him right, really well. And then you go to Sterling Silver here, and this is kind of interesting too. Again, Formula Pro, we'll go there first. Ranking 7 furlongs on pace. Sterling Silver is ranked 2nd behind the 7 horse. and you can see that it came out 1.7. So the $36 exacta were first and second on Formula Pro. On Power Pace, again, this is a horse that looked like a lock on Power Pace. As you can see, he's got a 117 late and a 101 speed. And, you know, he looks, you know, like clearly he should win this race. And this one paid $5.20. So again, the Power Pace algorithms where I want that exaggerated ability, you know, I want ability to really stick out. That's how I designed it. It came through really well. And Formula Pro had the exacta, you know, the other way around, but it had the exacta in a 2-horse box, which was pretty nice, $36 exacta. It's not a big field. So that was actually a decent value. Then we go to the 9th race, Sparkle Blue. And let's see, we'll start with Power Pace. Just ranked by speed. Sparkle Blue had a 115. It's a turf race at a 115 late close, and then we go over to this is a grade 2, the Hillsborough. Sparkle Blue, again, Formula Pro had this nailed. 8-1 the morning line, first in stamina. Sparkle Blue pays $15.40. So you can see that the stamina ratings really worked well for these turf races and route races, and that's what I designed stamina for. Ability is also pretty good for that, but stamina is how I rate the route races. And there's a $15.40 top winner for Formula Pro. And then we go to the 10th race, and we're getting down to the end of the card because they had to cancel the last race. Start on stamina in the 10th race. Formula Pro picks it 4-5. Came out, the 5-horse one paid $7.80. And then we go to Power Pace, and we'll just rank it on speed here. Ranked on speed, the winner of this race, who paid $7.80, is ranked first, and he has a good late kick too. This is a turf race, and as you can see, that there's only one other horse who was over 100, who's Destiny Star, and Destiny Star faded at 14-1. But so Wasuki on top, pretty good overall rating, top speed rating, and, you know, the second best late rating, and he paid $7.80, or she paid $7.80. Then we go down to the Tampa Bay Derby, which unfortunately they ran the race and they had a tote board problem. And it figures, because I had these horses on my picks on my website, first, second, and third. I picked it 9-5-7. It came out 5-7-9. But this was the last race of the day. They had to cancel the last race. So here I picked the 2 favorites on top in Power Pace. Made it look like these two were pretty, you know, well clear. It picked 7-5, came out 5-7. As you can see, again, Power Pace doing a good job of you know, showing when favorites look good. You know, when they look real good. And then I'm going to sort on stamina for the Tampa Bay. And here I picked 8-7-5. And the 8-horse, you know, really didn't get in there, and it came out 5-7. So, I mean, looking over the whole card at Tampa Bay, the first race, the $77 horse was ranked first on ESR and AE2 on Power Pace. In the second race, Hercules, the 1140 horse on Formula Pro, was ranked first in ability, first in stamina, and on Power Pace was ranked first in late, and that was you know, an 1140 horse. The third race, Snow Name, was picked by Power Pace, and I'm sorry, it was picked by Formula Pro, and on Power Pace it had the top ESR and the top AE2, and that horse paid $10. And then in the fourth race, didn't really have the winner, but the Formula Pro had the exacta, paid $40.80. In the fifth race, couldn't really have that French shipper. Then we had the strong favorite that Power Pace made look like a lock, paid $3.40. Then Full Nelson was on top with had the best late rating with Power Pace of 116 and paid $9.80. And Full Nelson was first in a number of different categories, like 4 different categories on Formula Pro, paid $9.80. Sterling Silver looked like a lock on Power Pace, paid $5.20. Sparkle Blue, a $15.40 horse, was ranked top on Formula Pro on stamina, which is what you use to rate a mile and 8 turf race. And Wasuki, 780 horse, was ranked on top on speed, on power pace, and was ranked, let's see, on Formula Pro, Wasuki in the 9th race. That was like the grade 2. And oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 9th race. Wasuki. Wait, why is that not showing? Oh, 10th race. I'm sorry. 10th race. Florida Oaks. Right. Yeah, Wasuki was ranked 2nd on Formula Pro, and he'd rank on top on power pace. That's right. So power pace had him on top. The other one had him 2nd. And that paid $15.40. And then Tampa Bay Derby. The 2 favorites both look good on both systems. So now, why am I showing you both systems as opposed to one? And because when customers contact me, whether they call me or they email me and they talk, they want to know about my systems. When I tell them, if they're interested in one of these systems, like Formula Pro, Power Pace, or my real-time system, I've been, for now the last year or so, I've been pointing them to getting both of these systems at the same time. Power Pace has been on sale for $29.99 for a while. It's a steal. It comes with this really nice book. The book is sold out, but I have the PDF. And then Formula Pro is only $44.50. So getting the 2 systems, I mean, you're really not even spending that much money. It's less than $100 for 2 of them. 44 was it for? So 77. It's like $75. I mean, it is a steal. I'm telling you. The reason why I always tell people to get both, though, is that they just complement each other so well. As you can see here, if you were using both of these systems and you were putting together, whether you're putting doubles, exactas, pick 3s, pick 4s, you're going to have a better chance because one system may have the winner in one race, and in the next race, the other system has. Or one system may have the horse on top that wins the race. The other system may have the horse that finishes 2nd. So if you're playing exactas, you can just put together your tickets better by having both. They both have, they're both a different look. I design them that way. There really isn't necessarily one way to handicap when you're using data like this. All of us kind of, when we're handicapping off of PPs and we're not using a computer, we're kind of locked in because we've kind of brainwashed ourselves all these years, like we think we know what we're doing. So we're like we have a set way of handicapping. But of course, all of this is more complicated than sometimes than we realize. And so it's good to have different looks, and that's one of the powers of these handicapping systems. And what I sell these for is really ridiculously low. I mean, these should be selling for a lot more money, but hey, that's it's better for you. I want people to buy. I want people to use them. It's but like I said, you combine these 2 and you get a really good look at the races. You get a really good look at the main contenders. You get a really good look at the live long shots. Like I showed you, this Krabby. I mean, the horse is ranked. You're talking about a $77 horse, and I mean, here he is. You rank him on ESR first. You rank him on adjusted pace first. Here he's got a nice ESR rating. And in my documentation for these systems, I say, that these are long shot factors. So, these systems are telling you when, power pace, for instance, is telling you when a favorite looks dominant. Both of these systems are giving you the main contenders. Both of them put horses on top that are not the favorite, and they win. And both of them have long shot angles. Like in power pace, I have these things like fraction, which is really good for long shots. I've tracked these, even form and race distance. Sometimes they pick these bombs right on top when you rank them. You can either sort on numbers with these, get the raw numbers, or you can just click rankings. I like the rankings myself to use, but that's the reason why I'm showing you both at the same time and how it did at Tampa Bay. And this was a card where just so happens that really in every race, except for like the French shipper, the systems, one or the other, but sometimes both systems had the race, sometimes one system had the race. So it just did good on the whole card. Now, naturally, that's not going to happen all the time. I mean, you're not going to get these systems and retire in 6 months. But the bottom line is that they're really good systems, and they're really great value. So I just wanted to go over that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you have any comments, put comments down below. Remember to subscribe to my channel. That's really important. It's free. And lots of luck. Thanks for listening. And this is Bob Pandolfo. And again, thanks for tuning in.